Welcome back to the OwnersBox College Corner for Week 7 in college football. Today's show presented by MyBookie.ag. All of our lines today coming from MyBookie. Use promo code OwnersBox. You're going to 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Some great lines here, some great numbers. Tons of games on the board for you this week. I have 4 plays, 3-1 last week. Let's get into it.
All right, first game of the week, I have TCU, Oklahoma over 65. TCU and Oklahoma score a shit ton of points. I hope Spencer Rattler doesn't play because he stinks. TCU has given up 1,000 points as well. It should be a number around 80 like this Tennessee Ole Miss game. So 65, I think, is an easy over 65.
First up, I got 2 plays on Friday night in this Cal-Oregon game. I'm going with the Golden Bears plus 13.5. Look, Oregon out a bunch of players here. Bennett Williams out. Looks like maybe for the rest of the season. He's a big leader in the secondary for the Ducks as well. CJ Friedel out for the rest of the season. The Ducks love to run the football, and Cal is actually pretty good against the run, and they've played a completely non-cupcake type schedule this season. They've played a lot of good teams. They played Nevada. They played Kansas State. They played TCU. They played their regular schedule so far in the Pac-12. I think Cal hangs around here, and really, I think Oregon's in a tough spot to just win this game. So I'm getting a ton of points, 13.5. I love it. Give me Cal plus 13.5.
Next, we have probably one of the games of the week, Tennessee and Ole Miss. I think this is a fucking great spot for Tennessee football to be back. So Tennessee plus 2.5 versus Ole Miss. They got to show that they're a good program here. Plus 2.5 at home is a great line for Tennessee. Take them plus the points.
Sticking with this game, I'm also taking the under 54. Look, Oregon loves to run the ball, almost 60% of plays. That's good for us in the under, and with CJ Friedel out, they might not be as successful running the ball. Cal, look, they're horrible in the red zone. I'm pretty sure they're bottom 20 in college football inside the red zone, converting scores in the red zone. So I like maybe we might lose a touchdown or a score or a field goal in this game to keep us under the number. And then, like I mentioned, with Bennett Williams being out, he has 3 interceptions on the season. Oregon's had, I think, 1.5 interceptions per game this year. So if they're not getting those turnovers and those short fields, that's going to save us some points as well. I love the under 54. Look, this game's on at 10 at night on Friday. Nobody's going to be watching this game but me. So I love having both sides of this game, and we're going to make a little money going into Saturday.
Next is a get-right spot for the Arkansas Razorbacks. They are playing Auburn at home. They are favored by 4.5 points. Bo Nix on the road throws only interceptions. He is terrible on the road. So take the Razorbacks minus 4.5. Hopefully they can put up the same points they did against Ole Miss last week. 4.5 feels like a great number to me. I'm taking them minus 4.5.
I'm going back to the well here. My only loss last week was Virginia Tech against Notre Dame. I'm taking them again. Virginia Tech plus 5, playing host to Pitt. Pitt completely untested this season. They've played UMass, Western Michigan, some FCS school I can't even remember right now. They have not played anyone good this season. And the best game they have is against Tennessee. That's their best win this season. But Tennessee scored a ton of points in that game with some quarterbacks that are good dual threat guys that can run the ball a little bit. I think that Braxton Burmeister might be able to run the ball well against this Pitt team. Look, I love Kenny Pickett, but I don't think Pitt is going to be able to go into Lane Stadium and beat Virginia Tech and have Virginia Tech lose back-to-back weeks at home here. So I love getting the points here with Virginia Tech plus 5.
It is a sad day for Ed Orgeron's career. LSU is done with him. He is not a good coach anymore. He was just preying on his assistants when he won that national championship. He's a good leader of men. He's not a great football coach at this point. Florida is going to end his career. They are favored minus 11.5 on the road. This is an egregious line. That's why you take it. Florida by 21 points. Coach O, I'm sorry, but the career's over.
I have a principal over, as I've mentioned before, Ole Miss going to Tennessee. The total is 82.5. Give me the over. I love the over. This will be a ton of fun. I can't wait to watch this game under the lights in Tennessee. There's nothing better than seeing that orange and white checkered color in the stands. This game is a points factory. Points factory. Hendon Hooker, Matt Corral. We're going to have so many points. This team's going to be running up and down the field all night, and I'm going to love having over 82.5 when these two teams combine for 120 points in this game. So give me the over, 82.5 at Ole Miss and the Vols.
And finally, the last game, Oklahoma State at Texas. These are college kids. They're not going to get off the mat after a terrible loss last week against Oklahoma. Oklahoma State's really good defense. They're not playing like old Oklahoma State where they just run and gun. They're playing good defense. I'm going to take them plus 5.5 on the road here. The state of Oklahoma goes 2-0 against Texas this year.
Last but not least, A game that I cannot make any sense of. Washington playing host to UCLA at 10 o'clock on Saturday night. Another game that'll take me into Sunday morning into the NFL slate. I'm going to take Washington -2 because it makes absolutely no sense. Why is UCLA 2-point underdogs in this game? Washington, just a pedestrian offense against a UCLA team that's been pretty dynamic this season under Dorian Thompson-Robinson. It doesn't make sense. I'm taking Washington. I'm taking them -2 because I will not let Vegas, I will not let the books bamboozle me in this game. So I'm going to take the side that makes no sense. I'm going to take the Huskies -2, and we're going to make some money on them. 10 winners for you in college football, week 7 on Saturday. Be sure as well, if you want more of our winners, more of our plays, go check out our audio show on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Link is down below in the description. And shout out to our partners over at MyBookie. Place a deposit with MyBookie using promo code OwnersBox. You're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Put $1,000 into your account. Put $200 on these games that we're giving you. You're going to have so much money in your account to be able to spend on Sunday in the NFL. Thank me later. Anyways, again, promo code OwnersBox on mybookie.ag. Good luck this weekend. We'll see you guys next time.